Because you're a sick psychopath. Animal abuser, total loser.
Are you Tash Peterson?
Hey, yes, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I get you all in my feed.
She really has the audacity to call another human being a psychopath when she's the one legit walking around without any clothing, holding pictures of animals bleeding, screaming at people, acting like a total, well, psychopath herself. I find it really strange that she's not seeing that herself, because obviously, looking at this entire video, there's no conversation to be held with her. She's just insulting meat eaters, acting all angry, holding pictures of animals that getting hurt. What's up dudes, today boy GenNot is coming back with a new video on my channel, and I'm gonna talk about a character that I have talked about previously on the channel quite some time ago. It is Tash Peterson. If you don't know who this woman is, well, she's basically a young version of the original That Vegan Teacher. She's probably one of the most crazy / annoying vegans I've seen in my entire lifetime. She's known as that woman that is basically walking half naked, talking to young boys about veganism. I've covered it before. She even threw a lot of blood in a public shop. She has done some crazy stuff. Before I go into the recent content she's been producing / uploading on her channel, I want to take a look at the comment of the day. So someone is saying, "This is stupid," referring to a video where I was talking about a dude that was basically breaking another dude with throwing water inside of his bed. And I was saying in that video as well, you destroy that dude's bed, there's gonna be mold everywhere, it's gonna be a disaster, it's not a prank. But let's get started.
And you need to put your clothes, Jack. How do you feel about seeing this image?
It's delicious.
You like
And also
seeing?
those Nike shoes, they child labor.
Yeah, but animals aren't a for them. So
I think I need to get the elephant out of the room. It's obviously about what she's wearing. She's legit wearing almost nothing, a couple centimeters away from being fully naked. You don't even need to subscribe to her OnlyFans. I already show almost everything that she has to show herself, you know, I'm just saying. And this is allowed on YouTube, I guess, because her video is still up, so I guess I can talk about it as well. And one thing you need to understand about her is that she's a feminist as well. She has claimed this many times, so I guess she's gonna be like, oh yeah, what I'm wearing right now is empowering, almost showing everything about my body. It's the same when there was this girl that I talked about a couple days ago that slept around with 100 guys. She was saying, oh yeah, I slept around with 100 guys, I have the choice, this is so empowering. I'm thinking by myself, this has nothing to do with feminism. In my mind, feminism is about the equal right between a man and a woman. It has nothing to do with walking half naked. If a man would be dressing the same way, people would look at him as well. This is just really weird, especially because there are a lot of children around and she's almost wearing nothing.
where's your evidence? Where's your evidence? Are you going to walk away like a coward? Because you have no excuse to pay for animals to be abused.
I think it's really understandable that this girl doesn't want to continue the conversation, because obviously you'll put a lot of pressure on the other person because you have the camera. Not only that, you're walking half naked, you have a pic of a bleeding animal. This is not a normal situation at all. She honestly could have dressed normally and start conversation with people in a normal way, and she would have achieved much more. People would probably become a vegan much more easily when people are acting normal than the way she's acting right now with the pic of the bleeding animal that I don't know if I'm gonna show on YouTube, because I don't know how YouTube thinks about it, but it's obviously so extreme to be acting this way. She's not achieving anything besides hate with this. Nobody is saying, oh yeah, slay queen, you're so strong with doing this. People are just annoyed with you. She's the worst example of a vegan.
You came up to me. You started to antagonize me because you're a proud animal abuser. You're disgusting. Shame on you. You animals.
Something that you're gonna notice when you're gonna watch some of her videos is that she has a tendency of calling meat eaters the worst things in the world. In her head, if you're a meat eater, you're basically worse than Satan himself.
Because you're a sick psychopath. animal abuser, total loser.
Are you Tash Peterson?
Hey, yes, nice to meet
Yeah, I
you.
get you all in my feet.
She really has the audacity to call another human being a psychopath when she's the one legit walking around without any clothing, holding pictures of animals bleeding, screaming at people, acting like a total, well, psychopath herself. I find it really strange that she's not seeing that herself, because obviously, looking at this entire video, there is no conversation to be held with her. She's just insulting meat eaters, acting all angry, holding pictures of animals that getting hurt.
How do you feel about that?
Eggs are a source of protein. You know,
You can get plant-based protein, so you don't have to use animals.
there's people that have like died because they've gone vegan.
Where's your scientific evidence for that?
Scientific evidence? There's like stories of that.
Yeah, you can search it up. People have passed away because of a vegan diet, because it's much harder to get all your nutrition and to totally function on a vegan diet. You need to take supplements, and obviously you have a problem with B12, with protein, and if you really think about it, is it really the healthiest life choice to be vegan? Probably not. If you take a look at human history, we always consumed protein that was from animals. It's not something that we've been just doing for like 20 years. It's pretty normal to consume meat, even if the woman Tash Peterson doesn't like that. It's true. The human body knows how to handle meat. I mean, that sounds a little bit wrong, you get my point.
So how do you expect us to get our protein because...
How do you think I built these muscles? I'm probably stronger than you. I'm vegan. I've been vegan for over 7 years. Is that really your excuse?
Yeah, bruh, she is jacked as it can be. Her biceps are really scary. That's the type of woman you definitely don't want to meet in a really dark street. I'm gonna be honest here with you. I can't take it seriously. Obviously, you can get protein on a vegan diet. It's a little bit more difficult, but to be honest here, the vegans that I personally have seen were really thin. I don't know if you can get really jacked / strong on an only vegan diet. Probably you could if you know what you're doing, but a lot of people don't know what they're doing. Obviously the average person is eating garbage anyways, they're just eating sugary stuff, so they're probably a bit better off being on a vegan diet than the sugar they're consuming.
Yeah, but like, you need like protein to live. Like, there's like,
Yeah, plant-based protein.
plant-based protein won't cut it. And also, I like the taste of meat.
Look, your boy can make many dirty jokes about his girl saying that she likes the taste of meat, but I'm too mature to do it, and I do agree with it. Meat does taste really good. Like if you have a chicken or you have beef, that stuff tastes so nice, and there's nothing that a vegan product can do to replace that. Even if you have like a fake vegan burger, if you ever try that stuff, it doesn't taste like meat, it doesn't taste as nice, and obviously meat makes you feel really full inside, which sounds really strange as well, but you know what I'm talking about. There's something about meat that it just feels nice.
Australian slaughterhouse. That is not an Australian slaughterhouse. It's something.
No, it isn't, but-
you've actually picked on somebody else. Is actually not true.
Okay, so what do you think happens in Australian slaughterhouses that makes it different to this?
Oh,
There's
it's
blood on the
actually-
floor, they all have their heads chopped off.
They don't.
Okay,
They do not.
tell me
They do.
what happens.
Actually, they're actually
Tell me what happens
they're
then.
euthanized, right? And not in
No.
front of any other
Okay,
animal
how do
at
they
all.
euthanize them? Tell me
Eh?
how they euthanize them.
It's just with
How do they
through the
euthanize
brain.
them?
So this grandpa is basically walking up to Tash Peterson and telling her that it's obviously not 100% true what she is saying, and the pig is obviously from a different country than Australia, and it's obviously pretty interesting because it obviously depends on the country how they end an animal. If you get my point, I can't really say the words because of YouTube, and I do think they should do it in a painless way and the animal shouldn't be suffering, and that's a thing we should fight for, but it's not what Tash Peterson is really doing. She's obviously doing it for attention, but having said all of that, I just want to take a look at some of the comments. I 100% agree with this comment. So a person is saying all she does is provoke people and get content for a YouTube channel. It's 100% true. The way she's dressing, the way she's insulting meat eaters, it's all to provoke people and to make people angry so she can get her YouTube channel going and get money. It's not about animals. But having said all of this, if you enjoyed today's video, press the like button, subscribe on the channel, and I will see you all in the next one.